As long as they know that DC is a comedy city, I think somebody will make it work. But right now, it's getting notoriety right now, and people are noticing us. So hopefully.
Yeah, DC seems to be on the comedy map right now for some reason. It's just like
right
the publicity's pretty strong.
Especially you got that big comedian in the White House right now.
So I wanted to ask you about that. You're pretty active on social media. I noticed about probably 70% of your posts lately have been politically, and we don't have to go into details, but I find that from my observation, we all have our different opinions on politics, but you seem to be very well informed on the issues. And do you think a lot of that is coming from your background and how you came here,
yeah,
and how you didn't speak English, and you know?
Well, see, there's a lot of
coming here, and
I think people don't know about me.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes I may come out a little too active.
Sure.
But first of all, my first experience in comedy was when I was about 6, 7 years old. The comedian that I watched in Peru was actually a political comic.
Okay.
He would take 10 minutes. He would have a show like Saturday Night Live, a whole bunch of skits. The last 10 minutes, he'd get on the podium, dressed like kind of dressed like Uncle Sam, but in a tuxedo and a top hat.
Okay.
And he would get on just him and the mic, and we just go off for 10 minutes about the government, politics, all that stuff.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of like, my comedy kind of sometimes tends to go that way. I don't want it to, but it does.
Yeah.
You know, I can't control it, but there's a lot of things right now, especially, like I've always said something on politics here and there.
Sure. But you've been going in lately.
Listen.
But they've been giving you a lot of fodder, though. They've been giving you a lot of things to comment about.
Yeah.
Every day it's something.
Sometimes it's too easy and I don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
But I know, I think it's because this administration attacked illegal immigrants.
Sure.
And that's kind of, you know, close. I was illegal at one point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I know what it's like to live in the shadow, not be able to do something you want to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, for a lot of people, they come here because they have no choice. There's nothing for them over there.
Yeah.
I came here, it wasn't my choice. I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Different choice. Now I came here legally, but then I became illegal. Now I'm a US citizen.
So how hard was that for your parents to come here?
It's really hard.
Like not speaking the language, I assume, right?
Yeah.
And coming here and, you know, whatever they did in Peru, it's like you're starting over here and then you don't speak the language. I mean, that's like, that could be a very humbling experience.
It is. Look, my father tells me stories when he came here. He came in 1973. He said there was only one other Latino in this area that he could like kind of talk to because he really didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't like they were walking out there and you were like high-fiving people. You know? So it's different. My mom came here when we came here. She also didn't speak English. You know, so she had to learn.
Yeah.
And she doesn't. She's not the greatest. You know.
Sure.
Because I mean, they're coming. They're coming at
as
45.
adults. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's easier for me, but for them, my dad speaks better than my mom. My mom taught herself as much as she could, but she still worked. You know?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. So with all the stuff going on in politics, has that affected any of your friendships with people like you? I've been hearing like people on social media who associated with each other, the political climate caused division, where people unfriended folks, no longer talk to people because they had trouble respecting each other's opinions on political situations. Have you experienced any of that?
I've had maybe 1 or 2 people try to start something online with me.
Yeah.
But if I know you, or if I at least know you online and I'm not going to engage. Because I'm not saying these things to get in arguments with you.
Yeah, you're saying things because you believe them.
Right.
Or you feel it's near and dear to you from your experience.
Yes, and for the most part, the friends that I have online and not, if they don't have the same opinion as I do, they'll say something, but they'll be respectful.
Yeah.
And they will also respect that I have that opinion. So I haven't experienced that.
Okay.
And I also, when I see something that they post, I also have that respect for them to not go on the page and be like, no, you're wrong, you suck. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we all have a voice.
Sure.
And if you support the administration, I'm not going to agree with it, but you have the right to support them.
Sure.
I'm not going to sit there and be like, hey, you know, you can't do that. I'm going to speak against the issue, but I'm not going to tell you that you can't.
Sure.
You know, but I am going to say, hey, you're a Trump supporter. I'm going to call you out. But anyway, but yeah, no, I haven't. And if it has happened where I've been unfriended and all that, I haven't noticed.
So for the most part, people that you know have been respectful of your opinions about things.
Right.
But I think if anybody knew you and knew a little bit about you, they could understand why you feel the way you do about certain things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, even though they may not agree with that, I don't know how they could find that offensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's your experience and your beliefs.
True. That's true. And again, I have a right to have my opinion. That's the same as everybody else. And I don't. I mean, I'm not behind. Let's get violent. Let's beat everybody up.
Sure.
You know, I have my point of view, and that's what I'm throwing out there. And you have your point of view. That's what you're throwing out there. So you know. Have
you weaved that into your comedy? So you do like a lot of political stuff now?
No, not really.
20%, 30%.
I have a joke about the wall thing, about building the wall that I do now, and it'll probably have some legs until Trump dies or something. But so I could probably ride that one for about 30 more years. You know what I'm saying? But, no, I would. Of course, lately, yes. That's actually where that came from. Because as soon as he started, I was like, well, okay, here we go.
Sure.
So I'm sure that I'll develop more, and I have a few Trump jokes that I throw out there. But for the most part, I still do the comedy that I do.
I think half of my Facebook feeds are you or Chip Jones posting something political. Chip is all day, every day.
Oh my God, Chip is every 3 minutes. I'm like, I look at my phone, Chip. He's not saying something, he's sharing something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just gotta say it. I just gotta say it.
Just to remind them, every Friday you're gonna start doing these showcases.
In March, we're gonna start doing every Friday night.
8 p.m. 8:30.
Doors open at 8. So
and the name of the venue again?
Havana Village.
Okay.
It's in Adams Morgan. You can look on their website, havanavillage.com.
Okay.
So it'll be every Friday. Every Wednesday we have open mic there at 9 p.m.
Yeah. So how can people follow you on social media?
Oh, I'm on Facebook, Rolando. Rolando Comedy on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to see something political.
Well, awesome, man. Hey.